you know, you went astray with someone else.
Yeah. This next song is a particular favorite of mine that has to do again with language, and just need to get things set up here. And this is a song that has some props that go with it. Just get it set out here. Have you ever noticed how you hear a lot about women's book clubs? And thanks, Ray. And you hear a lot about women's book clubs when there's books about them, there's movies about them, there's plays about them. Who knows? Someday, maybe there'll be a talk show about them. But men's book clubs? So, this is a song that attempts to correct then some of men's deficiencies, as it were. And the name of this song is called The Thursday Night Joyless Men's Book Club. Now, it's not what you think. It's not just about a bunch of men that just sit around for 2 hours on Thursday night and drink beer and trash great literature. No. Now, it's called that because it's named after Big Ed Joyless, founder and still president. And his wife, Henrietta, Happy Joyless, thought that he should have something to do on Thursday nights when she had her book club. And they have a tradition in this club that sometimes soon after they join, the new members will give a brief presentation of ideas to do for the next year. So this song is about the presentation of one eager such new member. First we sat in a circle, and then, 'cause he was new, they asked him for suggestions on what next to do. He said, well, golly, thank you guys, there's some changes I would do. Since nobody's perfect, and Dr. Brown agrees it's true, I've got a few suggestions which I will show to you. First, in review, well, those self-help and those how-to books you are reading now are like Richard Simmons. Practical, yes, sure you can learn how to trim your thighs and steal your buns. But Jim, that's not even a book. But gee, is that inspiring? Better try to tone your mind up instead of fixing your home wiring. Yes, your winter was crammed with books, and your summer more, but really, all 17 Sackett sagas by that Frenchman Lou L'Amour, with translations like, they were mighty bad men on page 84, and even your 10th grade teacher, Larry, wouldn't say okay to read the unabridged box set by that Western bard, Zane Grey. And I know some are invested in best investment schemes, but better to be invested in how to follow dreams. And better to invest your time to be more rounded fellers by reading lots of different stuff, not mostly the bestsellers. And guys, why not try something really different, at least in a how-to book, like How to Play with Your Food by magicians Penn and Teller. Oh, agreed, we do no romance novels, though their love is true. And literary criticism? Nah. not even of Nancy Drew. And no more classics illustrated, not even Dr. Seuss. And though by some I be berated, I say we refuse celebrity biographies, and never, never of Tom Cruise. Maybe science or philosophy, though they sometimes may confuse. Nietzsche is dead. Wasn't that said by that man called Zarathustra? Now let's try to metaphysically confront some books we fear, well, except for mathematics texts like The Secret Life of Zeros. And, hey fellas, last week I a metaphysics book that I really, really like, and I was a little bit nervous to bring to you, but I think you're going to like her too. The Physics of Superheroes. So, come on, men, let's take off exploring with our minds. Why, we'll climb every bookshelf, search until we find the best of Tolstoy, Twain, or Crane, or Ogden Nash, or Rilke. But please, please, no biographies, and none of that ilk, that explore the legacy of that wonderful Lawrence Welk. Instead, pathfinders be like the great James Fenimore Cooper. Though Twain complained that he was lame, I say natty bumpo super. Oh, we needn't do James Joyce just yet. Henry James is quite enough. But when we get to Shakespeare, I hope we'll cry, read on Macduff! 'Cause only the real men keep reading when the reading's tough. So, hit me with Les Mis, or even Whitman's Leaves of Grass. And I have no pride or prejudice against that Austen lass. Don't let your wives to criticize your choices and yell chickens. Let's have great expectations, men, for a plot that really thickens, or any other comedies by that cheerful Charlie Dickens. So, come on, men, be a leader in your daily office chatter, not just on how to fix it, but on nearly any matter. Using book club knowledge, you can learn to interject. Hey fellas, last weekend, in the bedroom, I read the New York Times review of books and the joy of Lex. So listen as I tell you how to have bad